Oh, I'm so excited. Today's studio tour is all of these beautiful coastal paintings that I've been working on. Sunsets, clouds, imaginary landscapes. I just really love these thick, lush brushstrokes. And I also love the way the colors from underneath, see the pink stick out from underneath. I paint from memory. So I've painted out here on the beach, in the marshland near my home for so many years that it just kind of exudes from me. This one is a piece that I'm just starting, but I'm very excited about it. So I started with the deep purple. This is just one lay-in. So some of it's thick and some of it's not so thick. But this afternoon I'll be putting on a second layer of color. Waiting for stars to shine, to me, feels like this dream, like a dream come true. So there's all these magical colors down here. I love these purples and the texture of the palette knife. And you can see the sun is cross-hatched and it's just etched into the sky. Perfect afternoon has a little bit more of the afternoon sunlight. It feels more like a beach walk, and maybe it's 5 o'clock, not 7 o'clock. I like to get the emotion of how it feels to be there. I get so excited when I'm out walking in the landscape, especially if I can take my shoes off and get my feet wet. And so I want that feeling in the paintings. And how I get that is kind of scribbling, like just letting it out. This piece, this is like to me it's a dream. It started out as an abstract piece, but it just felt so landscapey to me, and so that's what's emerged from these colors. You can see the really heavy texture. I'm using an oil pigment stick and oil paint with palette knife. Very textural, very, I always say I can taste the colors, and that's very true of this one. So is it a real place? No, it's a real place in my heart. This piece is new as well. I'm still tweaking the last few bits of it. It also started out as an abstract collage, and you can hear you can hear Zipper. She's walking around the studio today. So let me take you in close. Some really heavy brush strokes with the palette knife, and you can see where I've cross-hatched with the knife to draw, so I'm drawing with the knife. To me, this is very grounding, like etching the lines into the paint. Take you up really close here. This one is only 11 by 14 inches, but I really love the way the paint is built up, and it's just like almost that borderline out of control, but not. And so it lets that passion, I want to say, that's stuck down there in my heart, it just lets it out. It feels so satisfying. This is actually one that I started when I was in Tuscany. We lived in Tuscany for 2 months, 2 separate times. And this was the view out my window, looking toward the Florence. Florence would have been off in those ridge lines in the distance, and this was my sunset view. And this cloud just kind of morphed. This painting has been around the studio for quite a long time, and it was a pink cloud, and now it's just a really quiet, peaceful cloud. This piece also started as a collage. It kind of bridges the divide between what I would call a classic landscape sunset painting and an abstract painting. So I actually think you could turn it vertically and have an abstract out of it, but I really like the suggestion of landscape in it. And I'm in love with these lemon yellows. They are just different for me. It's not a color that I've used a lot of, but it seems to be finding its way into my palette this month, and I like that. I love what this vermilion is doing over here in the foreground, especially against that aquamarine. Back out a little bit. And then lastly, on the easel with the shaft of sunlight hitting it is another layout that I started last night. So this is a twilight painting, and these are underpainting colors. So I will be building something on top of it. It probably will stay tranquil. I don't know if it will stay these colors. You can see that there's already starting to be some texture and some sense of distance as well.